Hi, everyone. This is Miranda Dennis, and I just want to take a few moments to speak with you on the topic of effective communication. Oftentimes, you will hear people say that communication is key. And while, yes, I agree with that, I want to also add that comprehension of the communication is the true key. Here's why I say that. I generally think of myself as a pretty effective communicator. I say what I mean what I say, and I'm open and willing to share what I desire in a situation or what I'm asking for. Sometimes, and you all have probably come in this as well, is you may say, I want X, Y, and Z, and however the person on the receiving end doesn't give you the thing that you want. Comprehension is probably what's holding them back. Here is probably why. Whenever you communicate something to someone, that person on the receiving end has to then filter your communication, filter your information. What do I mean by filter? They are filtering it through their own life experiences, their own hurts, their own disappointments, their own self-doubt potentially, and their own potential traumas. And then they have to interpret what the filter has given them. We have become such a society where we're used to having to read the message behind the message. And there's place for that, and there's room for that. But when we're talking about effective communication, comprehension of what you are communicating is the thing that makes it effective. The barrier we talked about, filter. So, how do you overcome that? There are many ways to overcome your own personal filter. If you're the person on the other receiving end of effective communication, you have to check yourself. Am I understanding what the person is saying? And ask, did I hear you say X, Y, and Z as an example? Did I hear you say that you would like for me to attend the concert with you on this day instead of this day? Ask the question. The other thing, so comprehension is key to effective communication. The other thing that I believe that helps with effective communication is something that I think a lot of people struggle with, is getting the unspoken expectations out in the open. I don't care how long you've known a person, how long you've been married, how long you've been friends, and how you think the person should know and you should not have to tell them or remind them. That's faulty thinking. You can see evidence of faulty thinking in that way throughout the Bible. This is why the children wandered around in the desert for 40 years. Faulty thinking, because they should have just obeyed God, right? We should have just obeyed the things that God has told us. But often He's kind enough, patient enough, gentle enough to give us another reminder and another reminder and another reminder. This is my word. This is my desire for you. This is my will for your life. And then we don't extend grace to our spouse, to our friend, to our loved ones when we have to remind them. Instead, we harbor unspoken requests. And that increases your own emotional suffering. Then your needs go unmet. And then you are communicating with harshness because you are disappointed of not getting something you did not ask for over and over and over, or the person did not comprehend. So you see how those two work together? If you're asking for something and there's no comprehension and you don't get it, that feeds the cycle. And if you ask for something they do understand and maybe they forget, or they don't give you the thing you're asking for, and you don't remind them, or you never even share because they should know, and then you have this unspoken expectation. So when we're talking about having effective communication and we're talking about healing, comprehension, asking for the things that you desire openly, honestly, upfront, and over with gentleness. I know for me, sometimes I get aggravated when I have to say things over and over because I shouldn't have to do that, right? But then I remember the grace of God, His kindness towards me, His expectations of me. I sometimes fall short, and He's still kind enough and gentle enough and loving enough to ask me, to remind me, to share His desire for my life one more time. Can we extend that same grace to our loved ones? Yes. Yes, we can. Hopefully this is helpful for you. God bless you and have a wonderful day.